Go, go. Ranger Rabble. Go, go. Ranger Rabble.
Wow! Dun, 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 dun. Power Rangers, take this ride
I don't know what the
forever.
words were because this theme
Wild
song
Force,
sucked.
Power Ranger. Oh, see, I liked it, dude.
Yeah, the music was great. The lyrics sucked.
Yes, the lyrics terrible, but the music, the composing, metal is. Dun, 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 dun.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to episode 7 of Ranger Rabble. As always, Leo V on this side.
Kyle D on this side.
Today we are talking the infamous, the classic, the only crossover you're ever gonna need, Forever Red.
My favorite Power Rangers episode ever.
Bro, this was a crossover that they really should have taken notes and done every single crossover after, like this one.
Mm-hmm.
And by crossover, I mean anniversary event, because that's really what this was. It was a really great 10-year anniversary event.
10 year.
And we got an absolute banger 10 Red Ranger lineup going up against the Machine Empire and some big bad Beetleborgs. Which, now that I know that and see that, I just go, well, that's a reused costume. What do we have lying around? Okay, take this head, put these hands on.
Because as a kid watching it, the first time I saw it, I'm like, what? Why are the Beetleborgs bad? What's happening here? And I'm like, and now, as I said, as we're older, we're just like, yeah, they were just like, that one.
I would have loved to see some VR Trooper helmets thrown in there if they were going to do that, because I'm sure they could have pulled those out of storage somewhere. Because even during VR Troopers, they ended up using a Power Ranger helmet for one of their, there was like a different mode that Ryan went into, or I think all of them went into it, and it was essentially just a Red Ranger helmet that they colored over
No
to
way.
Yeah.
But it was a great episode all in all, and even like the opening of the episode when they pull up on the Wild Force Rangers and it's Carter from Lightspeed.
Yup.
You're like, what? What? Just started like that, huh?
And Carter's not even fucking around. He's not like, oh, hey, like, Cole, how's it going, bud? Like, he's like, Cole Evans? Cole Evans? Red Wild Force? Get your ass in the fucking car. We need your help. We roll up on Bulk and Skull real quick, and they're at Bulkmeyer's little juice bar and pool cabana shenanigans. And I didn't notice it until today. They are playing like either chess or checkers with little 12-inch versions of the Psycho Rangers, and from the back I would assume it was the In Space Rangers, but it was just like solid blue Rangers. But there was definitely like psycho figures, and then like on a a chessboard against Power Rangers. So I was like, that was a nice little.
The more you know.
Speaking of the more you know, listen, Tommy Oliver's hair in this episode was a choice. Not a great one, but unfortunately, that was the hair we would be stuck with between now to Dino Thunder.
Yeah.
This is Dino Thunder hair.
It looked like he was trying out for a new metal band. Like, when you've got new metal band practice in the morning, but you gotta go save the universe at night.
We go back to fucking Nasada. Where every American parks their spaceships these days.
Yeah, casually.
We get to see the rest of the Rangers that are there. So we had Wes, Eric, TJ, Carter was there, Cole was there, and did I miss one? I think I might have missed one. Andros. Tommy shows up, and Jason was there. It was It was great to kind of just see them all like unload and be like, I'm a Red Ranger. Oh, you're a Red Ranger? Oh, you're a Red Ranger. Oh. And Cole's just got this fucking like giddy smile. He's like, oh my gosh.
Cole's marking out. Why did Jason have to make such a dramatic entrance? Like, why were they like, I didn't know if he was going to show up or not?
Listen, he's the OG. You gotta give him his respect moment where everyone's like, "Oh yeah, is that all of us?" And Tommy goes, "Well, there was gonna be one more, but I guess he couldn't make it." And then revs up the motorcycle, and everybody runs out like little kids on Christmas to go look out in the sky and go, "It's Jason!"
Jesus Christ.
They jump in the Astro Megaship Mark II, because this is a different version. It's apparently the fastest ship in the galaxy now. Could probably make the Kessel Run in 11 parsecs. And we get essentially the breakdown, because Andros had been doing recon, because Andros is always the Red Ranger doing recon.
Mhm.
If you the enemy's doing something, let Andros sneak in his little burgundy robe, and nobody will know that it's him. So we roll up on the enemies, and they're like, "We're gonna take over the world for our King Mondo, who's dead."
And it's just a statue of King Mondo standing there.
They're all talking, and the Rangers waste no time. They just fucking bust through the door and are like, "Hey, bud, it's us. We're here to kick your ass now."
And Cole always has to do his little 2-finger point. We're not going to let you take over.
But the fight choreo for some of this was badass.
Yeah.
Like, if you were just like watch them in their human form kicking ass, it was great to see out of Ranger form the 8 Rangers kicking fucking cog ass.
Yeah.
They run outside. They're in a building on the moon, so they run outside where they should not be able to breathe. But of course, they are all.
This is the going trope of this show. By the way, guys, every episode, Leo finds a reason as to why they should not be in space without their fucking helmets on. You've done it every fucking episode. I love it.
Stop giving me reasons that people are in space and not supposed to be breathing, but here they are with no fucking helmet, and all of a sudden, oh yeah, here we are. Just
there's a simple explanation for that.
But that's not actually what they did. They ran out the building, and because they were the villains were running towards Serpentera, because that was their whole plan. They were digging up Serpentera, and they were going to invade Earth. So they get out there, and Orico, the alien ranger, and Leo show up, and they finally complete the fucking team up, and they have all the morph, which was just the fucking nostalgia that you need watching all 9 of them morph, and then the alien ranger be like, "I'm here too."
And it's funny, they didn't even bother updating the morph sequences. Like,
they were like, "Listen, we don't."
Tommy morphs into Zeo Red, and it's Tommy with long hair. Like, wait a minute.
Jason is clearly the exact same 10 years ago Jason face that we've known and loved.
I didn't like Leo when he morphed. He went go galactic, and then when he got into his pose, he said go galactic again. No, motherfucker, you say Lost Galaxy Red, just like every other fucking person said it before you. You're not special.
Okay, so we had Cole and Jason team up, which was great. Newest and oldest together, kicking ass. Like, all right, rookie, let me show you how it's done. Very nice. Tommy and Wes together, that was a nice little team up.
That's dope.
Although Zeo, I would have liked to see Tommy have some sort of other weapon. He have like a sword or something, like a Zeo sword.
Yeah, he was using it.
Orico and Eric, the two of them, when they were doing the flips
down
cool. The hill. That was always great. I was like, I've always wanted to be able to do backflips just so I could attempt to do it down a hill. But it always seemed very dangerous, so don't do backflips down a hill.
No.
We say that like we could even get up a hill.
You say that like I even know how to do a backflip.
I do backflips every single day of my life.
No, you don't. I've never seen you do a backflip right now, please.
We had Leo and TJ, and then Andros and Carter, which was the best one.
Yeah.
The two of them together just absolutely fucking killed it. They put so much more effort into their choreography, I think, than most of the others.
Yeah.
Of course, they had to let Cole be the one to finish out the episode. So Serpentera takes off and Cole takes off in his bird motorcycle flying contraption, and Serpentera essentially shoots a full blast attack directly at him, and he goes, "Nah, bro, that ain't even gonna touch me," and flies straight through the entire Zord and explodes it.
Because physics!
Because they needed to sell a toy.
Yeah.
Red Ranger Cycle, brought to you by Toys R Us.
It can withstand Serpentera's poison breath.
But it can't withstand this economy.
Oh, neither can I.
Too deep.
My therapist is going to have a blast this week.
What are you talking about? This is your therapist. The fuck you kidding? So our 9 Earth Rangers get back to Earth because they decided to bring Leo home with them this time. You're cool enough to come back home with us now. So they all come back, and Tommy was the one that's like, all right, bye guys, I gotta go. I'm off to go do cool shit. And everyone else is like, wow, that's Tommy. He really is the best Ranger.
Best Ranger?
Everybody got to brag it out.
Who do you think was putting the moves on Kimberly before Tommy showed up? Me?
I was doing all the work while he was just putting on moves on Kimberly. TJ goes, I was the one that replaced him.
Did I ever tell you guys about the time I got baked into a giant pizza?
That really is the worst episode.
Dude, the dumbest.
That can be said about that whole season because the Sentai itself was made as like a joke season. So the fact that Power Rangers attempted to try to take anything serious out of that, the only thing good being the Phantom Ranger.
And the Blue Centurion.
And Blue Centurion. So anyway, that was Forever Red.
My favorite episode, one of the only 10 out of 10s you'll ever get from me.
Yeah, hands down 10 out of 10. And especially because this was the bar that anniversary episodes were set to.
Mm-hmm.
And I honestly don't know that anything has really come close to this. It was one episode. It was succinct. It was paced out beautifully. Like they didn't waste any time because they only had 20 fucking minutes. So they were like, all right, we've got this to do. And this is how we're getting it done. No notes.
The casting was great. The decision to include all the old Rangers in it, phenomenal.
Only Tommy's hair was awful. Whoever did Tommy's
that's
hair
the only downside is Tommy with his new metal spikes.
I wouldn't even say new metal. That's like baby metal spikes. That's like I'm about to go metal, but I'm still in my like bright red plaid phase. Like I'm still a baby punk that hasn't graduated to full baby metal yet.
Jesus Christ, that's beautiful. That's fucking beautiful.
It's accurate.
Yeah, this is the last time we see Tommy Oliver until Dino Thunder.
You know, the enigma that all these powers still end up existing, even though like the Zeo powers were lost or they just gave them up for turbo powers, or the turbo powers were destroyed and got sent into space. So like I didn't care. I was just happy to see all of them back. And it was great giving my partner a rundown of like who's who because I watched it with her before this, and she was like, "Okay, so who's that?" And they're doing what? And the more I started saying, I was like, "Okay, hold on, I gotta go back." She's like, "Why does everyone call Tommy the best?" I was like, "Well, he was this Ranger and this Ranger, and hold on, I gotta go back and talk about this Ranger." And he did get a Master Morpher, and what's a Master Morpher? Well, hold on, I gotta go back to this.
My Master Morpher is in my storage unit.
You know, anything with a Master Morpher, you might as well just be like, all right, pour me a drink. Here we go. Gather round, kids. It's the story of the Master Morpher.
What do you want to cover next? What do you feel like diving into next?
I'm feeling either Time Force or SPD.
Let's do SPD.
Let's do it.
Yeah, SPD was a great season. I loved the tension between the Red and the Blue Ranger the entire season. The bad guys were phenomenal. Didn't like how they just kept adding Rangers though for a while.
Yeah, but at the same time, I kind of enjoyed seeing different ones. Like
Yeah.
I was like, okay, this works. I fucks with it.
The only season that is guilty of putting way too many colors was Jungle Fury and oh my god, Dino Charge.
Jungle Fury, I can even give a slight pass because they were different and they were American Rangers that like weren't in the Sentai.
Oh,
So, like,
I did
at
not know
least
that.
the three masters, like they were never originally intended as Rangers in the Sentai. That was just something that America
okay.
did.
That's pretty cool. Okay. Then
But
I
Dino Charge was up to like 10 or 12 at one point, and I was like, all right, give up. There's not enough room in this building for Rangers. All right, we've got a briefing. Half of you go sit upstairs and we'll fill you in a minute.
Jesus Christ.
Keeper's going, all right, blue, green, yellow, go sit upstairs. Indigo, violet, and aqua, go sit on the rug. It's your turn. Xenowing and silver and granite and...
Oh my god. But guys, if you enjoyed this breakdown today, if you enjoyed watching me and Leo rather ramble on about Power Rangers, see, yeah. Took a while, but the words came out. I used my words.
There it is.
Check us out on other social media. We got YouTube, we got TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, MySpace, Foursquare, MapQuest, Zynga. We got a Temu account. You guys can come look at us on Temu if you want to. But like I said, guys, give us a follow on all our social media. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Click the little box and subscribe so you can get updates. We try to put out content every other week. Ranger Rabble, this is episode 7 of Ranger Rabble, so we're doing pretty solid with that. I like that a lot.
If you've missed any of the other episodes, you get to binge watch all of them right now. Now.
Do that. Go
Perks
click
of
on
being
that.
a subscriber. You get access to free Ranger Rabble forever. Now that this is a mashup episode, we don't have just one morph to do, so we get to choose between 10 different morphs that we get to end with.
I mean, yeah, we could do that.
I know which one I'm going with.
Do you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh man. Oh shit. Hang on a minute. I gotta think.
It's morphin' time! Quantum power!
Shift into turbo. Ha! Yeah! First try, baby! Let's go!
Later.
Later.